Have you ever really thought about the engine that runs you? And I'm not talking metaphorically here. I mean a real biological machine, working away nonstop, right at the very center of your being. Today, we're going to pop the hood and take a look at that incredible engine, the human heart.
You know, it's one thing to know it's there, but what if you could actually feel it? Feel its power, moment to moment? The actual rhythm of this thing working to keep you alive?
Well, it turns out you totally can. That little throb you can feel in your wrist or your neck, that's it. That's the echo of your engine, a direct signal of the incredible work it's doing with every single beat.
And that pulse, it isn't just some vague feeling. It's a real physical shockwave that travels through your arteries every time your heart pumps. So the pulse rate, well, that's just how we clock the speed of your body's engine.
So let's figure this out. How fast is your engine running right now? It's actually super easy to find out. All you need is a way to tell time. Let's just say you place your fingers on your wrist. You watch the clock for 15 seconds and you count 16 beats, okay? 16. That's our magic number.
Now, since there are 4 15-second chunks in a minute, you just take that number, 16, and multiply it by 4. And boom, just like that, you've got your pulse rate, 64 beats per minute. That's a live reading from your body's engine room.
Okay, so we felt the beat from the outside. Now let's go deeper. Let's get inside and see the incredible architecture that makes this whole thing possible.
The heart's design is just brilliantly simple. Think of it as a house with 4 rooms. You've got 2 upper rooms, the atria. They're kind of like the receiving rooms. And you've got 2 lower rooms, the ventricles. And these are the power pumping rooms. Their entire job is just this perfectly coordinated cycle of filling up with blood and then squeezing it out.
And the rhythm of a single heartbeat is like this perfectly timed 4-step dance. First, the atria fill up, then they squeeze, pushing blood down, then the ventricles fill up, and then they squeeze, pumping blood out. And this happens over and over and over, more than once every single second.
But where is all this blood actually going? Well, this is where the heart's design gets even more clever. It's not just a simple pump. It's running 2 totally different routes at the exact same time.
It's a system called double circulation, and the name makes perfect sense once you hear it. For blood to make one full trip around your body, it has to pass through the heart 2 separate times.
And these 2 journeys could not be more different. The first loop is like a quick errand run, from the heart to the lungs to grab some oxygen and right back again. But that second loop, oh, that's the grand tour. That's when the heart pumps that fresh, oxygen-rich blood out to every single other part of your body.
And this whole system, with its 2 very different jobs, creates a really fascinating difference in the heart's own structure. Because, these 2 very different journeys require 2 very different levels of power.
Which brings us to this fantastic question, one that really gets to the heart of the matter. Why aren't both sides of the heart created equal?
And the answer is all about the destination. The right ventricle only has to pump blood right next door to the lungs. It's a short trip, it doesn't need a lot of force, but the left ventricle, it has the massive job of pushing blood all the way to your brain and down to your toes. That requires huge, high-pressure force, which is why its muscular wall is way thicker and stronger. It's a perfect case of form following function. The body doesn't waste energy building muscle where it's not needed.
So understanding this elegant and powerful system is one thing, but it's also really crucial to get why its perfect function is so absolutely vital for our health.
Because this system is so fundamental. When something goes wrong, the problem doesn't just stay in your chest. The consequences can ripple out through your entire body.
I mean, if the blood itself is compromised, the whole delivery system suffers. In anemia, there aren't enough red blood cells to carry oxygen, so you feel tired and weak. Leukemia affects the white blood cells that fight off infection. Hemophilia messes with the blood's ability to clot. It all just highlights how interconnected and truly vital this whole system is.
So the next time you feel that gentle beat in your wrist, just take a moment. That's the echo of a machine performing a 4-step, dual-circuit, perfectly calibrated dance. It does this nearly 40 million times a year, all to keep your engine running. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Just a little bit of everyday magic happening inside you right now.